people? This is the Cornastore podcast, episode 41. Subscribe, like, comment, and share the content. You can find us on YouTube, Stitcher, Spotify, Google Podcasts, and iTunes. Appreciate all y'all support. Thanks for rocking with us. So we back from a long hiatus. It's been what, like 6-7 weeks, fellas? How y'all doing?
We good, baby. We good. We had a hiatus for the podcast, nigga. We was all kicking it a few weeks ago, though.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. But it's kind of good to get back into the swing of things. As far as you feel, man, you moved to Arizona. So is everything unpacked? Everything is like normal routine for y'all?
Yeah, everything unpacked. Pretty much, I would say we pretty much got our normal routine together. I mean, it's still little bits and pieces, things we need to put together, picking up furniture and replacing everything we got rid of. But yeah, man, I'm starting to settle in, got my feet in the mud,
and how's the gig going?
Say that again.
How's the gig going?
Oh man, the gigs are all the same. I'm working from home, so I'm looking for an office down here. So if anybody catch wind of the podcast and they happen to own any commercial property, get at me.
Okay, yeah, that's what's up, man.
It's all good, though. It's like living on vacation.
Yeah, man. Those videos have been sending us via text, man. I mean, y'all got like there are sliding boards and water parks and shit in your backyard.
Yeah. Absolutely.
This nigga living it up, man. Hey, but he keep on sending pictures, and I see this shit on Facebook. And then Mika got friends I'm friends with, and they all live out there in Arizona too. That nigga really trying to make me take my talents down there to Arizona.
Man, look, right now I'm at the back of my crib. It's a museum. Actually, it's an actual museum right behind my house.
What kind of museum? Like, what's they making, curating materials?
What is this? Latter-day Saints Museum?
Oh, okay.
Nothing relevant to me, but it's still a museum.
That's a Mormon museum then, huh?
Yeah, that's the Mormon life, baby.
So yeah, it's like a Mormon temple that's like right across the street, and another some other thing they got going on down the street too.
Niggas gonna have wives when we get back down there, G.
Hey, that's the norm down there, right? Like, do you see guys with like several wives going into the museum?
No.
It's not like that.
Nah, man.
He really gotta be to really see that shit. I mean, it's everywhere, but if he was in Utah, he might see a Yankee with two Yankees on his arms and shit.
Yeah, I ain't quite seen that down here, but that don't mean it ain't here. I just ain't seen it yet.
Right.
Hey, as far as like local, have y'all been restricted on y'all water usage? I read something about how like the water is like at an all-time like low point right now.
Yeah, it's just federal exaggeration. No, I ain't. I let my sink run all morning when I'm getting ready.
You part of the problem right there.
Hey, shit, they ain't turning it off. I pay a water bill, so.
Hey, as long as you're paying for it, I guess that's cool.
Well, yeah, I mean, when you think about water, like obviously come from a different situation of being up in Chicago, but down here, they got canals and waterways and stuff that's actually moving the water into the area. But I mean, my little shower ain't finna hurt nobody.
Right.
Okay.
Right. Segue Arizona, nigga.
Yeah, that brings us to Phoenix, Arizona, and the Valley, man. Shit, last night we saw an epic fourth quarter. Actually, the whole game was pretty good. I almost kind of tuned out after the first quarter because it was just ridiculous how Milwaukee was just like literally just shitting on itself. But second quarter, they scored like 42 points, so they pretty much got themselves back in the game. So that fourth quarter, man, like the last 5 minutes, I mean, it was pretty much epic.
Yeah, it was classic, G.
Yeah.
Ain't shit, Giannis, Middleton. I swear to God, Chris Paul is shaving points, man.
You think so?
You think he's shaving points?
I think a lot of people say he might be tired, but the pressure getting to him, and it's getting to him, G.
He is 36 years old.
I done seen a lot of hoopers, G. These last 3 games. Last night he was like, them two in Milwaukee, man, he was god awful, man.
Damn.
Yeah. He was god awful, man. I still got 57, but
really,
nah, this series over with, bro. I told y'all the other night, man, the team that won game 5 is gonna be the team that won it all. So it's over on Tuesday.
I mean, Phoenix did the conventional thing in winning their first two games. I mean, it's a brand new matchup. They home serve. Then Milwaukee won they two home games. And then just to come back in Phoenix to win that game 5. Now Milwaukee got all the momentum. I mean, Phoenix got their hearts taken out. So like,
I just said, motherfucker, I got Phoenix in 7. You could preach to me all goddamn day, Kurt Franklin. I'm still rolling with Phoenix in 7.
Is Devin going to give you like another 40 points? And where's the scoring going to come from?
I think Devin got 160, a 50 or 60 point game in one of these two games.
This is not that, bro. That is not gonna happen.
I mean, Devin could do that on a random Tuesday night and then fucking Memphis, but this is the playoffs.
Not when it's called for, right? When it's called for, it's a different ball game. You know what I'm saying? He gonna put that type of stress on himself. And if he do score that much, ain't nobody else scoring nothing.
Nobody else is getting involved. Everybody else is pretty much going to be kind of cold. And I mean, Milwaukee's defense is on point. I mean, PJ Tucker's kind of suspect a little bit because he really can't stay in front of Devin Booker. I mean, Booker's that special, but PJ, he cannot stay in front of him. Like, I mean, Booker just getting past him with no problem. And
I love Drew D. Not like I don't like Milwaukee. In the finals, they deserve the way they clown they fucking coach every 3 games. Like, I would love to see them play, but I'm a Devin Booker fan. You know what I'm saying?
Coach.
Look, man, with everything that's been happening in Milwaukee, Minnesota, all this Black Lives Matter stuff.
Yes.
You got to root for the Midwest.
Exactly, bro. That's politics, man. I got Milwaukee in 6, and I like Milwaukee before all this shit happened. But
you know what, man? Phil, I would give you credit.
Was a Milwaukee fan. I remember.
I will give you credit, Phil. Like, you were going Milwaukee for like the past 3 or 4 years, so I will give you credit. So,
hey, we Phil nigga. I'm gonna say my nigga Phil. He represent. He the reason I started really paying attention to Giannis. And Giannis
that boy is special, man.
He blocked that alley-oop. It might not. LeBron alley-oop, block was game 7. So that's why, of course, you know, it meant something. I think it meant more. But this nigga was sticking Booker, turned around and then blocked the alley-oop. If that ain't 2K shit, I don't know what the fuck is.
That shit was amazing, dude.
That shit was cold as hell, dude.
I mean, he won Defensive Player of the Year last year, so I mean, he is capable of making those plays like all the time.
Yeah.
And he can still get 40.
And he does it a lot, but you know, when you that tall, you expected to do it. So when it happens, you don't really get that much attention until something big like this happens.
Like, so you really matters, stage, you know right? So you do it on that stage, and people like, God damn. Yeah.
Right.
Much respect. Like I said, Phoenix is 7. If Milwaukee win tomorrow, I'm not gonna be like, I'm still gonna, you know, be like, man, Tuesday night, you know, I'm gonna give them their props if they win. Nothing but props.
Now this series, just because I don't remember, it's a 2-2, 1-1. Right. So they going back to Milwaukee. No way.
It's not old. It's not 2-3-2. Yeah, it used to be 2-3-2.
Yeah, that was there. I knew that was over. Whoever won the home game was gonna be the team that won.
Yeah.
So that's why I knew it was gonna be Milwaukee.
I say the pressure on Phoenix tomorrow, Tuesday night, but we'll see.
Right.
Hey, say the USA though, mister.
Yeah, the 2-3-2 format stopped in 2013 after Miami Heat beat the Spurs. And then 2014 they went to the 2-2-1-1-1.
Exactly.
Yeah. Right. Now let's segue to ESPN. Now, ESPN wants this series to be done on Tuesday. They really want it to be done on Tuesday. Because Maria Taylor's contract ends after Game 6. So Game 7, she's not pretty much signed because she is expected to sign with NBC. But if she's not signed and then Rachel Nichols end up taking over the NBA countdown, I mean, that's going to be a bad look for ESPN. So, I mean, they definitely want this shit to end on Tuesday night.
Let me tell you.
Game 7.
I don't know if you're familiar with this going on, Phil. Man, this nigga been arguing about this shit for 2 weeks.
Yeah.
The Maria Taylor And what's my baby girl name?
Rachel Nichols. The one with the ankles.
The Kankles, yeah, but that white bitch, she nice. She nice. She a nice looking chick for her age. I'm not so much upset with her. I understand where she coming from. Maybe she shouldn't have said the shit she said about Maria Taylor, but like they said, she got a possible lawsuit on ESPN with ESPN.
I get that because that gig is within her contract to like be the actual NBA Finals host. So I get her aspect, but the fact that she go say that to a LeBron James advisor, and that advisor told him something, oh, he's so burnt out from Black Lives Matter and Me Too, and she laughed at the shit with him. I'm like, these are some tone deaf white liberals.
I don't really consider that tone deaf though.
But Bill, if we didn't know about that story, you wouldn't have known. Some shit we should know about. We should have known about that conversation. It's conversations the three of us have. Motherfuckers shouldn't hear what the fuck we talking about. Sometimes it's meant for just us. And she felt like she could say that shit. And he felt, you know.
I mean, honestly, where was the problem, man, in this situation? Because I when it first came up, when Mr. woke up thinking about it, and I had already read
4th of July. That was 4th of July Sunday.
I had read it just before I had got in the box, got in the chat or whatever, and I was like, I mean, that's the social climate we live in. You know what I'm saying? People feel like they getting shorted because people want to because the media wants to be all inclusive, and you know what I'm saying, all of that kind of shit. Like, that's just the status quo right now. I don't really have no problem with that, she said, to be honest with
you. Yeah, like I said, I didn't have, you know what?
Because if the shoe was on the other foot, we'd be saying the same shit.
Adam Silver.
Ain't no black people in the Oscars. It's the same shit, dude.
I don't care about that shit. I mean, my favorite actor is Tom Hanks and Leonardo DiCaprio. I mean, I don't have any favorite black actors.
That's what I'm saying. They get shorted on their end just because they're not black.
Those are rich people's problems. I really don't care about none of that shit.
Don't do
really
that.
Is.
Mahershala Ali's a good actor.
Yeah, he's a great actor. Yeah.
I know I had to put a plug in. Little Denzel Jr. He a good actor. I like him. He only been a few things, but he got a bright future. I mean, it's black actors, but this is about, like Adam Silver said, he doesn't like the situation where ESPN putting two women against each other. I don't want to play the race card with this.
Management should put that shit in the butt. Yeah.
Right.
But that's what I'm saying, though. It shouldn't even been no conversation because she had a contract.
Right, but that's the thing, though.
They say Rachel Nichols can't sue ESPN.
Right.
That's exactly it. So it's nothing she did wrong. It's all on the media, and it's all on the NBA.
This is what ESPN should have did. They should have told her, like, you know what, we're feeling pressure to like have some type of diversity quota going on. So we will give Maria your gig for the NBA Finals, and we'll give you like $100,000 kicker just because. Yes, it's in your contract, but unfortunately, Maria's going to host, and then we'll just give you this kicker in the back end. I mean, I think everything would have been fine, but the fact that they just gave up her job just because of diversity and inclusion. So, I mean,
he got slighted. Facts.
I mean,
the white girl fighting for this Black Lives Matter shit, and that's what happened. And Maria Taylor good at what she do. Like we saying, Rachel Nichols, she on the contract.
Yeah,
that's all it doing.
Yes, but I'll also say that as far as people like Rachel Nichols, she be screaming from the mountaintops as far as like, yes, we need more women and more diversity. So whenever that shit come for your job, don't start crying.
But that's true. But even still, she under contract. You gotta wait till all of this shit to contracts end before you start trying to do all this shit. You can't just dump somebody off because we don't have enough diversity right now.
Well, see, they try to do that, so Maria Taylor sign right back with ESPN. See, we put you on this and that. Maria, now she uncomfortable with the situation. Now she finna, like you said, she probably finna bounce.
Yeah, she actually wanted Stephen A. Smith type of money. I mean, she's not gonna make $8 million a year just as a host, because that's the only thing that she does. Stephen A. got several jobs with ESPN. I mean, he is the face of ESPN, so it's
Maria do college basketball, college football
as a sideline reporter.
Right, but then she's on NCAA Game Day. She helped hold that.
reporter.
But
As
she's
a reporter.
there.
As a reporter.
Her 2 cents said.
That's fine, but she's just a reporter. How many times am I going to say this?
But the whole point, all the last 2 weeks, motherfucker, you was all on her side.
No, I wasn't on her. Actually, I want both of them to go. I don't like neither one of them. I was just saying that Rachel Nichols was tone deaf, and like the nerve for her to even say that out loud, especially to a LeBron James advisor. She should have been talking about this shit to ESPN management, not to a LeBron James management. See, it's the go along, get along game.
Tell me again, what did she say that was tone deaf? Because maybe I'm not hearing.
She said,
I mean, as far as like Maria taking her job because of the whole social climate, and where she was one of the people championing that, and she actually had a story about how when Derrick Rose scored 50 points, and then she took it upon herself to remind everybody about how Derrick Rose was in his rape case a couple years prior. So she is playing that whole liberal, let's bring down, the boogeyman black man, just like everybody else. But as far as her being tone deaf, yes, the social climate is changing. And she was one of those people that was championing more women, more diversity. And then once that shit hit her in her, social stature, as far as like being out there, being seen to like millions of people doing the NBA finals, then she got a problem with it.
Because it was her fucking gig, mister.
I get it.
No, I don't think that's tone deaf either.
But she championed, we need more women. We need more diversity. So,
right.
So ESPN obliged.
Yeah, but that's just the thing, though. I don't think that was tone deaf, though. Tone deaf would have been if she said some shit that wasn't true. Everything she said was true, and it was not tone deaf. She said it was a diversity-based issue.
It was
she
true,
didn't take a shot at Maria Taylor.
She said Maria's name, though. She didn't take a shot at her.
She didn't take a shot at her.
No, she was saying
really taking a shot at ESPN management.
Exactly. She didn't take a shot at nobody who's doing the same job. She took a shot at management because they played her, and she should. I don't think that was tone. It would have been different if she said, "Oh, you got this black bitch on here just because y'all want diversity." That would have been her taking a shot because she is something. She did nothing.
Let me add this. If y'all read that New York Times article, they actually explain more in detail about how, I mean, ESPN had this video literally last year from like the bubble NBA final. So they known about this the whole time, but we just found out about it July 4th. But
a whole year ago, speak on it, mister. But the ESPN trying to cover this shit up for a whole year.
Right. And Rachel did try to reach out to Maria, but Maria, she didn't return any of her phone calls or text messages. And it actually came out how like Rachel, she has access to all the marquee players as far as those exclusive interviews, but Maria Taylor, she has to go through that same gentleman that was in a recorded line to like get marquee people to interview. So Rachel Nichols, as far as like being shrewd as she really is, kind of kept Maria Taylor from like getting those marquee interviews because everything was like going through her.
Worked fucking hard.
That's speculation. That's speculation, mister. You speculating, man. She built the reputation she had.
But I'm saying she did. She worked hard to get those.
I didn't make this up. This came out in the New York Times article.
Adam Schefter didn't just wake up and say, "I'm Adam Schefter." He worked hard to get that shit. For Woj to get that shit, they worked hard. That's how motherfucking Rachel felt. So why should I help her just get the shit easy when I had to bust my ass? You gotta work just as hard as I have.
I'm not saying that Rachel doesn't work hard, but I'm saying that she made Maria Taylor's job harder.
How do you know that, though?
That came out in a New York Times article. If you read it.
No, I didn't read it. I'm asking you, what was said? Was it said that Rachel Nichols specifically blackballed Maria Taylor?
That's exactly what it said in the article.
It said that, or did it imply that? Come on, mister. Did it say that?
Okay, it didn't say the word blackball, but it specifically said about how Rachel made Maria's job harder because she was getting all the marquee interviews and Maria wasn't.
Okay, so what is that only made her job harder because she had to work hard in order to get access to those people. That's an implication, mister. And the New York Times is the biased newspaper. So I'm doing
look at the optics.
With Rachel Nichols.
It's optics, though, mister. Like you said.
Rachel fucked Jimmy Butler in the bubble. You gotta do some shit.
That's what I'm saying.
I didn't
Whatever
even want
work
to
she
bring
put
that out.
in,
I didn't want to say that. I didn't even want to say
whatever,
none of
hey,
that.
But I'm gonna
whatever
call a
work
spade a
she put
spade.
in, that's the work
So,
she put in, and that's what she deserved to
the
have,
work
bro.
Damn, man, y'all ain't shit. I didn't even want to touch that because I mean, there's no evidence of that, so I wasn't going to cover it. So,
Well, it must have came from somewhere. That's the first time I heard about it, but I
you
don't
know
doubt
what?
it.
You know what? There was a video in which Jimmy and Carl Anthony Towns were like going at it. Then Carl Anthony Towns was like recorded saying, "Yeah, go see Rachel Nichols." So
They would
if you put the
throwing
puzzle
shade.
pieces
hey,
together,
that's
it kind of
after
makes
Jimmy
sense.
Butler, and that's after Jimmy Butler had fucked his bitch.
Right.
So
Right.
So when people say shit like that, you be like, damn, G.
Right.
Jimmy laying a pipe to a few of them bitches out there with cowboy boots on. But go ahead, man. That's you know what? We drop a bomb on that. Cause you done made me mad. All
right, let's go with this this pretty privileged topic. So in a video that I sent you, it's basically this dark skinned chick from LA. She's around 37 years old. She was talking about how she don't have pretty privilege because there's some stuff in the background. Is that you, Phil?
What?
I heard some
playing
stuff in the background. Oh, okay.
No.
All right, it's this dark skinned chick in LA. She's around 37 years old. She was talking about how she doesn't have pretty privilege and she feels the burdens of that because like she don't have men checking for her. Like even one time on her birthday, her last birthday, she took it upon herself to like get all dolled up, get like a new weave, get a new dress. And when she went to the restaurant, she had like noticed like some men at like the bar, like they really didn't even give her like a look at all. But like her friend that was in her group, she was literally racially ambiguous and they were just like took it upon themselves just to kind of check her out. But as far as this dark skinned chick, she actually feels slighted because she don't have quote unquote pretty privilege. I mean, do y'all think pretty privilege is a real thing?
you go first, Phil.
Yes, obviously. I don't know what else you want to say. Obviously, the more attractive you are, the better jobs you're gonna get, the better opportunities you're gonna be put in front of you. It's things that, you know what I'm saying, unattractive people, they can't even, they won't even be considered for, and it's a dark secret. Everybody ain't gonna make it obvious, but like she mentioned, you know, you're not gonna be a Coors Light sponsor if you look like you for sake of a better word, a corner store sponsor.
No, don't put our podcast in this shit, man.
Well, I mean, and with all due respect, you know, I mean, it is a shitty reality, but it is what it is, you know.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Okay.
I mean, if you want to, you know, marry a very attractive person, you either got to be pretty, or they got to be really pretty, or somebody got to have a lot of money. That's just, they go hand in hand. And so when you go to, you know, certain businesses, not even certain businesses. I mean, it's really a lot of people, a lot of pretty people who got jobs who are underqualified just because the manager or whoever was doing the hiring, you know, that lady crossed them legs in a certain way. Sometimes that's enough for them to, you know, forget about some requirements under the job title. So it's a reality, man. It's fucked up, but it is a reality.
I totally agree, man. I do. And she an attractive lady, Rob.
She was decent looking. She wasn't bad.
She okay. She all right.
But y'all say she okay.
She's dark skinned, but you probably won't like her.
Yeah, you probably. Yeah, no, I don't know. You know, he got really unique taste.
You got a dark baby mama, so yeah. She actually looks like Isha.
Yeah.
She looks like Isha, man.
He won't like her now.
Yeah, I say, well, she don't deserve the job,
Nah.
Baby mama shit. But I agree with Phil totally. It's like your looks. I mean, sometimes they want to put you in the forefront of these businesses or whatever. And if you don't have the looks you're not gonna draw many people in. You can be so fucking intelligent, but honestly, y'all, if you got no attractive lady, they like you said, a Coors lady, a Budweiser, you can't ring a lot of guys in. You everything, a lot of things, no matter what, is visual. Most women we fuck with, we met them because they visual. We might have found out they was dumb as hell, or they ignorant, or they attractive and sweet on the inside. But we had to see them up first. You know what I'm saying about visual. This was appealing to you,
right?
And look, I wasn't gonna say all three, but now Nelly in here, all four. We going by looks, G. No matter what we gonna see, is like, okay, I'm attracted to that. That got my attention. So guess what? I'll go buy this product, or I'm gonna follow this lady and see what she's talking about. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Hey Nelly, we talking about pretty privilege. Did you get a chance to see that video?
Yeah, I seen him join. He's still in
here? Yeah,
his mic muted.
His mic off. You muted.
Yeah, you're muted, Nelly.
Come on, man. We've been in quarantine for almost 2 years. We gotta figure out Zoom right now.
Hey, Nelly, say something. I don't see you muted. Why don't you say something?
He can't hear us either.
Yeah, he probably had to do it again. Okay.
Well, you press dial up and shit.
All right. I mean, this chick, she seems like she got a good head on her shoulders. I mean, she seems very articulate, educated. She come from a good family background. Being that she's 37 and putting out into the airways about how she doesn't have pretty privilege. I mean, to me, so. I mean, yes, there's a hierarchy. I mean, pretty privilege only gives you a first class ticket, but like once you're in there, you still gotta maintain the access. You still gotta do the work in order to maintain that the entry, the access. So, but being that she's 37 though, I would bet that she had at least 5 decent dudes that she could have pair bonded with. But women like her, they looking for the perfect guy, which doesn't exist. And I mean, she definitely ain't perfect. I mean, she's average.
All right, Kevin.
Coming back in.
But no, I understand what he's saying.
I was talking like this before Kevin Samuels went viral. Come on, man. These are my own thoughts.
Yeah, you starting to look like him, man. You better cut it out. We gonna pop up one day. He gonna have a suit on for the damn podcast.
But he right, G. You don't think he right? Some of these women, man, they be like 6s. I might give them a few of 7, but they be like 6s and 5s, and they be like, I can't get a man, but I'm not gonna settle for this.
Speaking of scales, I literally made up my own scale on the way home today. So I'm gonna share y'all my scale from 10 to 5. Now from 4 on down, I need to refine a little bit more, but I will share my scale to y'all momentarily.
Go ahead. No, I want to hear this.
Okay. All right. Nelly, you still muted.
He can't hear nothing. You got your Bluetooth on? You trying to listen through your Bluetooth? Yeah, we can't hear you, bro.
Still can't hear you.
Work that shit out.
Yeah.
Go ahead. Let me hear your 10 through 5, man.
All right, this is my look scale. Now this is kind of expired by Major League Baseball pitchers, right? So if you're a 10, that means that you are pitching perfect games. You have no blemishes. You have a clean stat line. 27 batters up, 27 batters down. I mean, you are living a perfect game.
Okay.
Now, if you were 9, you are pitching a no-hitter. So if you got a couple walks, I mean, you that's still a good achievement. I mean, if you got 2 walks, but everything is 0, 0, 0, I mean, that's still a no-hitter. So like 9s and 10s, they're pretty much kind of like the same. So like a 9's best day, she could be elevated to a 10.
Exactly.
If a 10 have an off day, she could be a 9. So like 9 and 10s, I mean, it's kind of hard to distinguish. So 9 and 10s are pretty much up there. They are very rare. And so, like, let me ask y'all this real quick. Have y'all ever fucked a dime?
Yeah, I
You hear
have.
me?
I can hear you, Nelly.
You guys hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. I can hear you.
Ask that question
Go ahead.
again.
Have y'all ever fucked a dime? And I would say y'all have never fucked a dime.
You said I never fucked a dime.
Neither one of us ever fucked a dime. Never.
I'm gonna tell you like this, Mister. You ain't seen all of the women I've been with, and that just threw me under the bus. But you ain't seen them all, bro. I can promise you that because I didn't lost count a long time ago.
You see,
But
Phil,
yeah,
see, dimes are like the FBI and CIA. You just can't get a dime. Like they are recruited. They are
nah, bro.
coveted.
I
Like
trust me
dimes,
when I
we
tell you.
we don't have access to dimes. Like people like Drake,
You don't have
James
access.
Harden,
Hey,
Leonardo
look,
DiCaprio,
remember
Brad
the
Pitt. They got access to dimes, so we don't.
look, dimes are equally accessible by any man.
What?
Time-
Wait,
No,
let's
they
go
not.
back.
let me explain. Let me
Qualities
explain
take
what
to
you
have to
saying
be a
dimes
dime.
now.
Let's do
These
this. What
dimes,
are qualities it take to be a dime?
these dimes that he talking about that he says are only accessible to upper echelon men and people with access, them the same hoes that run around in these streets and go pack a bag, get on a plane, and fly to Hollywood for the weekend, nigga. Them the same hoes.
Those ain't dimes.
Yeah, they are.
No, they not.
Yeah, they are. You don't know the difference until after you
We,
done learn their background where they actually come from.
we,
That's what changes them.
I'm saying, but me and you got a disconnect because we have different definitions of dimes. Like dimes are literally perfect. They're divine. They're immaculate.
All right, then ain't no such thing as one then.
Are we talking about
Exactly.
when you said a dime, Rob? When you said a dime, do you mean like physical look, period, or just physical look
Everything,
attributes?
mindset, physical, pedigree, everything,
So this ain't just looks. This all that's included.
Or just it just ain't
everything
looks?
is everything. Yeah.
Well, see, that's then this just go to another topic because this is just an argument waiting to happen.
Well, let me ask you this, Nelly. Have you ever fucked a dime?
I thought we was just going off looks.
Let's just eliminate cut this whole part out of the podcast.
I'm gonna cut it out. I'll cut it out.
Edit this shit out, bro. We ain't gonna leave
Fuck.
this alone.
No, fuck that. Are we talking about just looks? I don't. A dime is like I say. We see
I'll
things
say-
from the outside, so a dime is that bitch
I'll
a
say-
dime right there.
You
I'll
see,
say this.
you give
I'll
out
say
dimes
this.
like it's
I'll
candy.
say this.
Oh,
I'll say this, fellas.
whoa.
Go ahead, Nelly.
Hey, I'll say this, fellas. I'll say this. Personally, in my head, I think I have. I mean, if you're just talking about just different attributes and just looks and all that, whatever, I'm pretty sure I have. And I'm not just saying that just to be saying it, but I don't know, man. I don't know. Because I think everybody view what a dime is may be different.
Yeah, that's true.
So
That's true
whatever-
because I mean,
whatever-
even me and Phil got a disagreement on that.
We don't disagree on it, Mister. I think a dime is a dime. You just got this make you just to me you saying that the dime is this beautiful woman who came from a rich family who had a full education and that's the only thing the only they can be qualified as a dime. That's just not reality
But
though.
can I interject for a second, fellas?
Yeah.
You kind of low too,
You know what?
your volume low.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
I think if we're gonna say what a dime is, we got to kind of look at it from a female point of view. Like if you want to just start as far as attributes, you got to go for the looks. Most females, I think they're a dime just based off their looks alone. You know, now that's the problem. A lot of females has a look, but then you get to know them down the line. They can't cook, they can't clean. So if we just going off of straight looks, I think we probably all have in our day at some point or another. But I mean, I look at what a dime is now at 43 or 42 compared to what it was When I was 25, it's different. You know, I don't just look at looks anymore. You know, when I was 25, it was strictly looks. You know, in that case, I would say yeah. You know, but I guess you gotta. I guess what I'm saying is, if we gonna do the dime thing, most females think they are dime. They think they are moderate. What they call them now? They think they are a high value woman based off their looks alone. That's basically what dimes are.
No,
am I wrong?
Let me intervene right quick because he say Brad Pitt and all these dudes don't fuck dimes. Don't be some fucking airhead bitches that they fucking.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Eric, hey Eric, turn around, bro. We
Yeah.
can't even see your face now.
You can't see my face.
Nah.
It's dark outside, nigga.
We need some lighting.
Yeah.
Hey,
fellas,
light my ass. Just answer what I said.
He can't go in the house and talk this shit. That's why he outside.
No, it's a beautiful night. It's a beautiful night in Chicago. I just barbecued. That's all.
Answer this for me. You used to give out dimes like it was like no tomorrow. So how many dimes you fucked in your lifetime?
I'm like, no. If you go off looks back in our 20s, I done fucked some dimes. Now you get older, you say, well, mentally and this and that. But like I say, most of them women ain't even mentally stable or financially stable. Most of them women ain't shit. You know, I don't care how fine they look. Most of them got their lashes and everything. They not natural.
I came in on the end of this conversation. What's the point of all of this?
I don't even know, I'm high motherfucker.
Well, I was
pretty privileged conversation. We were talking about.
Pretty privileged.
Yeah. And I was talking about my look scale. So 10 is a perfect game. 9 is a no hitter.
Let me ask you this: as far as like the industry goes, rap, sports, whatever you want to call it, have you ever seen an athlete or rapper or an actor, for that point of matter, with a busted female? The most average chick that I think, and I don't want to be disrespectful and call her average, but I'm saying like LeBron James and his wife. Okay, she's pretty average as I guess as a looker, but that was his high school sweetheart. You know what I mean? Then you got somebody like what's the
Steph Curry.
Anthony, Steph Curry. Yeah, you know what I mean? Like, have you ever seen a quote unquote athlete or whatever with a dime, less than a dime? They all been pretty attractive, like model like to a certain extent. So is it that just so if you're just going off of looks, that's half the entertainment industry at that point. You know what I mean? And they all just kind of rotate the same females. As really, if you really look at it.
Yeah, being a dime, it's like having pretty privilege. I mean, you have that first class access to them.
But does that make them is that a detriment to them, or does it make them a high value woman?
It's just that it's just the way it is.
Is it their fault that they're pretty? Is it their fault that they're pretty though?
Yes, of course.
So this is where your basis is flawed. You suggesting that a beautiful woman can't be born anywhere.
I never said that.
Essentially, you are saying. You said they come from what was the term you used?
That pedigree.
Pedigree, exactly. A beautiful woman can come from two ugly ass people in the middle of the desert with nobody around. So you can't use that terminology.
That's just one aspect.
Nah, you said it was a requirement before. Now you changing it. You changing that.
Drea a dime. Drea's a dime.
But she been around, right? She been around.
But
right?
Is she a dime?
Yes.
Who is Drea?
Yes.
The girl that's in the
IG model who kind of she's been in a few movies here and there.
Been in fabulous videos and shit.
Yeah. So what do been around? What you mean by that? Well,
like she used to fuck with the NBA stars and shit. She was like on the Real Housewives or NBA stars, whatever she had. But Phil, she's a fucking dime, dude. I'm telling you, from here, so she's
But
bad.
but fellas, let me ask you this though: Are we blaming a woman for having a look that we push on them? I mean, if that's the case, then the reason that women are the way they are is basically because of the pressure that men have put them on. You know, so men like big asses and long eyelashes and long hair, so that's what they portray. So you can't fault them for portraying the image that we wrong from though. Like
Was
I don't want to say
down,
that
was
all.
hit. Right.
Right, I don't want to say all dimes are airheads. I don't want to say that. I just think that I think it's subjective. I think you know you just have to pick and choose. But all I'm saying is the average female ain't pulling an athlete or a rapper. They all kind of in that dime range or above average female.
Yeah.
So, Mister, we still ain't fucked no time.
Oh, no, none of us ever fucked a dime. Ever.
Based off who?
I
Let
mean,
me just say
y'all,
this,
y'all
man.
probably fucked
Because
nines.
you talking crazy now.
Y'all probably
That's
fucked
me.
nines.
And that's to us, though.
Y'all probably fucked nines. That's fine. Right? That's fine. I mean, just to give y'all props that y'all fuck nines. Like, is that a diss?
The way you put it, it's a fucking diss, dude.
Man, y'all ain't shit, man. I'm trying to get y'all a
I'm gonna be
compliment.
honest with
Y'all fuck some good nines.
At this point in my life, if I was single, I probably wouldn't be nowhere in that category to pull no 9 or no 10. I ain't gonna front. But when I was younger and part of a club culture, you damn right, nigga. I had dimes, and one night quite a few of them. And that's all I'm gonna say on that.
Okay. All right. Well, all right. Let me finish my scale real quick. All right. 10, perfect game. 9 is no hitter. If you're an 8, you have a lifetime ERA of no more than 1 run, which is a Hall of Famer. You a 7. You are an ace. You are the number 1 on the rotation. You gotta have talent for that. If you a 6, you just a starter. Which is commendable because you're not a relief pitcher. You in a starting 4-person rotation on a $1 billion franchise. 60,000 people watch you every other day.
Every 4 days.
Right.
I'll give you that. I like that.
And number 5, you are a closer. Closers got their role. Your role is to go in, get those 3 outs so that you can record that save. If you don't get that save, your team don't win. It'll be a blown save. So far from 10 to 5, that is my look scale. I mean, y'all been getting with no hitters. Right?
So let me ask you, what was the young lady on that video? What was she to you? Because just
Going
throwing
by
out
your
numbers,
scale. Going by your scale.
I would give her a closer, but unfortunately, she has like a lot of blown saves. She ain't locked down no dude.
That means she a fucking 4.
I haven't refined 4 through 1 yet, but for right now, she just average. So 5 is average. I would give her a closer.
yeah.
So
I wouldn't.
properly
I would give her. I would actually probably give her a 7. I would give her a 7, dude.
She an ace? She'll
Yep.
be ace?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
I think she's about a 7. She had her days where she could dial up, and you know what I'm saying. She, like you mentioned, she spoke well. She seemed very educated. She got a good podcast with a lot of followers.
Oh yeah.
Right now, she's doing better than us, nigga. So you can't say if she a 6, then we a 5 or 4.
Just making an argument. I mean, now when she talked about how like when she went out on her birthday, right? One of her friends made her wear a crown. If you wearing a crown, right? It just speaks of you being this this feminist, this boss bitch. That just bad energy to like go out in public with a crown on and try to get attention. That's just a bad move to me.
What are we talking about? Her on the crown?
What's the video I sent y'all?
We getting feedback. I'm not sure who was coming off of.
I think it's from Nelly.
Now you got us on your top speaker.
Testing 1, 2, 3.
Oh, there we can see him again.
Y'all came in the house. You couldn't see me out there, man.
Yeah, man. Nice seeing you, brother.
Nah, I'm still mad, man. Just go ahead, keep talking.
All right. Well, I mean, that was pretty much it as far as the whole pretty privilege, thing. I mean, as I stated like 2 minutes ago about how when she went out, she wore like a crown. I just thought that was just like the bad move. I mean, if you're trying to seek attention from anybody, wear fuck a crown.
Wait, so she wore the crown because it was her birthday? Or
Yeah.
because she was intentionally trying to draw attention because of her pretty privilege conversation?
She attended on dialing herself up so that she can't get the attention from men.
When she wore a crown.
One of her friends gave her a crown to wear. I mean, if I was
It was her birthday though, mister. She can't wear a crown on her birthday. Damn, you salty like that?
I'm just saying, if you're gonna go out and wear a crown, it just speaks of like bad energy from like men like looking at you. Like if I was looking at her, like I said, it would read as in she's a boss bitch, she's a feminist. I mean, I wouldn't.
On her birthday though, Rob?
Hold on.
I wouldn't be buy her a drink for her birthday.
Rob, is this 40-year-old Rob talking, or is this 20-year-old Rob? Because if you saw the same female,
have money.
But okay, but if you would have seen the same female 20 years ago, would it matter if she would have had a crown on? If she was fine, right?
I mean, me having my life experiences from 20 to 40, now I wouldn't do it, but back then, maybe I probably would have approached her and bought her a drink or something if I was generous.
You know you would have. Don't even come with that old bullshit.
Oh, right now?
Even now you would have. If you wasn't married, you would have.
No, I wouldn't have.
We wouldn't be talking to no fives, dude.
No.
We weren't talking fives back in the day, G.
I gotta talk to at least an ace. So 7 and above.
Okay. And ain't nothing wrong with that.
Ain't nothing wrong with that. Right. I mean,
but the question,
apparently
my question is,
and nobody in this group fucked the 10, you said, right?
Nobody fucked the 10. Nobody. I mean, y'all probably thought they were 10s. Maybe that day they was all dolled up and maybe they was a 10, but as far as in their natural state, they was probably 9s. That's my argument to y'all. I don't think y'all ever fuck no dimes. A natural dime. Out the shower, dripping wet, no makeup, no wig. Y'all ain't fuck no damn dimes.
Well, listen. Listen. Hey, listen. My wife. Hey, my wife is to me, and I ain't capping y'all.
Yes, she is a dime, Nelly. Yes, she is a
dime.
Don't
wear makeup. She never wear makeup. She has her natural hair, and she's naturally gorgeous. To me, that is about as dime as you get.
Yeah,
I'm not saying that everybody, like you said though, a lot of these females, they either dolled up or they got kicked on makeup.
You know what, Nelly? I would take that back. Your wife, she is a no-hitter, but when she get dolled up, then she's a dime.
Hey, well, I mean, she just enhances whatever she has. I'm just saying a lot of females to me kind of overdo it with the makeup and the hair. Like you said, do we really even know what natural beauty is anymore? Most females it's not out here natural, you know?
Ask this question. Honestly, y'all, Nelly, I'll give you that. Katrina, for real, she rolled with the natural. But just because she ain't with the natural shit, that she ugly? I'm asking. Just because the girl
No. I'm not saying. No, I'm not saying. But no, E. I'm not saying if they're not natural, they're not ugly. I'm just saying that most women who wear makeup don't look the same without the makeup. That's all I'm saying. And either you're gonna enhance the beauty that you have, or you're just gonna take up just because you ugly. I just like look at. No offense, but look at Oprah. This might be a bad example. Oprah on makeup, Oprah without makeup is two different persons. I saw it.
Alicia Keys without makeup and Alicia Keys without makeup is two different people.
And Alicia Keys, she don't really. That's a good point, E. Because to me, naturally, Alicia Keys is beautiful to me. I like her without the makeup. You know what I mean?
Hey,
okay, then you have like somebody like Viola Davis. Everybody. I don't want to offend anybody. I'm not saying because you don't wear makeup or you wear makeup that you ugly or anything. I'm just saying that a lot of women should embrace that natural beauty instead of just putting all the cake up, makeup, and hair. That's all I'm saying.
Okay, watch this. The chick talking about this pretty privileged shit.
Yeah.
If her little ugly 5 or 7, if she put on makeup, lashes, and hair, she already intelligent. She beautiful on the inside. Now she put all that on her. Is she a dime?
No.
Nah, she probably like an 8 then. 7 or 8. She don't change much.
Pretty is ugly then. Cause I mean, you can enhance your beauty, like we and Nelly was saying with that. You can enhance your beauty. You enhance your beauty, and you still intelligent, got a good heart, or whatever the situation, whatever you may be looking for. She might not be a total looker, but when she dress up, I've seen a lot of that shit on Facebook and Instagram and all that shit. When the woman be like butt ass ugly, put the makeup on, and fucking dime, dude.
Hey,
not to cut you off, E, but look at the what's that challenge they had on TikTok? The busted challenge. How the woman is before they do all the drop it down thing, it's two different women. One without makeup and one with makeup and the hair. That's a perfect example.
That's a perfect example. Because guess what? Some of them, like you say, some of them didn't even need no makeup, did they?
Nope.
They was cute from jump. They was cute before the makeup.
Well,
so I give you that, but I'm not finna dog no chick if she like makeup, dressing up and this and that. They still females. If they feel that they give them their confidence, let them have their confidence.
Well, I'll say the last thing.
We get our fucking haircut, we get our dreads, we try to shape our beard. It's the same shit.
No, it's not. No, it's not.
It kind of is though.
Women do that. Women do that to show up other women, and they also do it for the male attention. But
who we doing for?
I'm not shaving my head for y'all niggas.
You shaving your head because your hair don't grow, nigga.
Cut up so we can impress our wives, so we can show our wives we still got it. And hell, if a bitch on the street says, "Hey, we still got it," because guess what? I can get the good lining. You know what I'm saying? I wear the same reason why, no matter what you want to say, the same reason why we put our little gear on and try to be looking half-ass flat is to say, "Hey, I'm a nice guy, but hey, I still can catch an eye or two."
But E, if you're an attractive young man, you're an attractive young man. It doesn't matter what clothes you put on. If a female feels you're attractive, then haircut or not. I mean,
grow your shit out.
Perfect example. Lil Wayne.
Just grow your shit out to the business.
Lil Wayne like a damn fucking roach.
And say what you
Do you ever? But have you ever seen Lil Wayne with an ugly female though?
Lil Wayne is fucking dimes that
Lauren. I'm from the piggyback off of what you just said, Nelly, because Mr. just shot his stuff in the back.
What?
He just said that Lil Wayne is fucking dimes that we would never fuck. He just said that. Now it ain't nothing but thirst trapping bitches out here that's fucking Lil Wayne.
Exactly.
That as well. Of course, you got those. I mean, I won't deny that. I mean, you trying to trip me up. I mean, you did it.
No, they mostly not meeting your qualifications of a dime, bro.
I mean,
So you shot yourself in the back.
but come on, y'all. Lauren London is beautiful. Real over that makeup.
Yeah, I probably give her. I probably give her a 9 or a 10. Yeah, I get that to her.
Oh, what's the other baby mama? Tamika, the first, I forgot his first wife, his first baby mama, his oldest daughter. To me, she's naturally beautiful.
I don't even know her name.
I don't know her name either, but
man, dead this conversation. It ain't going nowhere.
Well, let me throw. Wait. Let me put a ball on this real quick. Okay, like prime example, like someone like Tiana Taylor, she is not a pretty woman. But what she does have, like we stated before in several podcasts before, she has sex appeal. So women, if you're not naturally pretty, what you can do is get your body right, get your femininity right, learn how to cook and clean, and then you could get that high value man. Because in that Kanye video, Tiana Taylor was literally just weeks removed from giving birth, and her body was chiseled like that for that video. I mean, if that was the like default black woman today, we'd be killing it, right? I hear crickets. I hear crickets right now.
Cause Tiana Taylor, okay, I give you, okay, she's sexy. She a dime, but because she's sexy.
What the fuck is sexy? Oh, hold on, Steve.
She's not sexy.
What is sexy and what is sexy and what is, you just said she wasn't naturally pretty, right? Like, what does that mean? She's not like
right. He's trying to say the bitch is 7 or 8, but she can enhance herself to be a 10 by cooking for the man and just motherfucker bow down to him.
Look, man, Rob is sexist. Let's just move away from this conversation.
Hey, fuck it. We'll pick this shit up after the podcast.
Tiana Taylor is ugly, but she got a body and she could dance. That's all the fuck he's saying.
She got sex appeal.
Yeah, that's it. That's all he's saying.
Do that make her a dime?
No, it doesn't make her a dime.
It's Tiana Taylor a dime?
I would give her 8.
Summer Walker, is she a dime?
Summer Walker? I can't really picture her right now.
Yeah, me neither.
Okay,
y'all some old men for real.
Okay, like if y'all
can give, it's like 3 or 4 women that I think all are the same person, Miss Nelly. I can't never remember which one is which. Her Summer Walker, and it's another 2 girls. I can't never remember which one is which.
Well, Phil, I'm glad you brought up Summer Walker. Now, I'm glad you brought up her. Like, cause her to me, and say somebody like a her and a Summer Walker, it's two different looks of a woman. You know what I mean? Her seemed like she seemed like she wears makeup, but just only a little bit to enhance her natural figures. She's natural altogether. Summer Walker got her boobs done, got her ass done. You know what I mean? She has that whole sex appeal look. I ain't seen videos or pictures of her before out of the work. She was just average, you know. So to me, to become a 9, and if you're a 7, it says 6 at best. You get work done. That's to me, that elevates you a good 2 or 3 points right there. So I think the grading scale a little bit too hard, Rob. That's all I'm saying. You grading a little bit too hard. That's all.
I'm just a poor man's Kevin Samuel, so I'll take that title. So it's all good. So all right, we'll put a ball on that. And for this last title, topic real quick, what y'all think about the whole Bill Cosby being released from prison? Like, are y'all for or against it?
Free at last, free at last.
Thank God Almighty, free at last.
I'm gonna say this because I know a lot of people gonna oppose what I got to say about it. But kind of like the legalization of marijuana is giving all these other people back in the day freedom or the opportunity to get out of jail if they was arrested on drug charges. I kind of feel the same way about the era that he was part of, because that was kind of the status quo. Those types of things were happening all of the time where it was almost fucking legal.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? During the 70s. Now, beyond that, you know, I haven't really been super tight to the case to know how frequently that type of shit was happening with him in the last 20 or 30 years. But back then, that was slipping women Mickeys and all that shit. That shit was normal.
What's that, Studio 48 or Studio 50? Everybody's in the club with high.
That shit was normal. You know what I'm saying? So
he was a rock star.
Yeah. I mean, you know, he was past his what's the deadline they give you on being arrested for a crime or some shit?
Statute of limitations.
Right. To me, it was like he was beyond the statute of limitations.
Yeah, he was tried in the court of public opinion, and of course, with the whole Me Too thing that's going on, that's why he was fell victim to it.
Right.
But
so.
I mean, besides the actual particulars of the case, I mean, he should have never even been in jail in the first place, because when you get at that position, for one, it's supposed to have been a sealed deposition, because the prosecutor made a deal with him like, hey, if you get this deposition, then I won't prosecute you criminally, but we will go through the civil court, so that way, you know, the victim should get like a payout, and then we'll be done with that. 10 years later, when a new DA came in, he pretty much kind of took that sealed deposition, put it out into the masses, and then that's why Cosby pretty much kind of fell into the fray of about this stuff that's going on out there. So
yeah, so he basically got rope-a-doped in the prison, basically, and he was a figurehead for the legal system giving proper responses to criminals, regardless of the nature of their crime. To me, it was just some bullshit. He didn't suffer that. Him being in jail for any period of time would not have improved his quality, improved his mental state, or changed him as a person at that point. So it was no reason to throw him in jail. It was no. Well, what did they do to him? You know what I'm saying? Like that was just stupid, man.
Right.
They couldn't reform him.
I don't want to
them out. I just feel like you said, I'm with Phil when it comes to the statute of limitations. I mean, after you can do all this man in his 70s and you trying to lock him up, and you know, dude, some shit. And I'm not trying to play favoritism like with other like Penn State, you know, that situation too. But that was against their will with boys and shit like that. But it's to me is the situation with y'all. We done talked about this before. If a woman come over your house at a certain time, well, you know what I'm saying? It's like you damn near want to be like, how's it rape? She knew what she was coming to do, and now women always have the right to say no. But some shit is like you said, with the drugs and all that shit, everybody doing this shit. You came over, I'm pretty sure you had the idea that you was coming to fuck me.
Yeah,
you know?
if you both take drugs, she can't consent.
All I'm saying, listen, I'm gonna eat. This is my thing. It's a very touchy subject, and let me just say, I don't want to offend anybody who's been in a compromising position, but how many times have we all been out to the club, or we all been out with other females who either they're drunk, they're overly drunk, or they're overly aggressive, okay? And then, okay, I gotta take them down. She woke up the next morning not knowing what happened, okay? Now, not saying a guy did anything to her or not. What's stopping a female from saying that I took down my wheel? Like, without any physical, it's a slippery slope. That's all I'm saying.
And Nelly, take it a step further. I mean, if you leave it up to feminists, they would want all of us to go to jail if we were to go out with our wives, have some cocktails, and come back and smash. They want us to be prosecuted because the woman never consented because she was drunk. If they had it their way, they want that to be criminal.
Dude, I think it's bullshit. I'm sorry, guys. I think it's bullshit. I have been to places. I have been to like hotels and like work situations and seen women get trashy drunk and be belligerent and just be all over men. Okay, and it's like I just think it's a catch-22. That's all I'm saying. I'm not saying.
Yeah, it's absolutely a catch-22 because we don't care. We want you to do that shit.
Yeah, you know. And all I'm saying is, if you wake up the next morning with a chip on your shoulder, who'd have said that? Well, Marcus didn't give me consent, or Marcus did this, or Marcus did that. It's just
Man,
that's no
look.
accountability.
Yeah,
That's no accountability.
when she was drunk, she thought you was Quavo, and when she woke up in the morning, she just knew that you were just Nelly.
Look, man, that whole sex shit is that crimes of opportunity, bro. Back in the 70s, if you went anywhere, you was a white woman with a black man, chances are you were out for that reason, either to get you some or to take advantage of somebody. So let's just be real. You know what I'm saying? If Cosby was out and he was a regular dude back in them days, it wouldn't be nobody for him to slip no Mickey to. You know what I'm saying? He was in that situation because of his status. You know what I'm saying? That woman was in that situation because of his status. She wasn't there looking for no bum ass regular nigga. When she saw Cosby, I'm sure she eased on up next to him and got into that conversation that led to whatever happened. You know what I'm saying?
It was a quid pro quo transaction. That's the way.
Exactly. And I mean, again, you know, I'm not for women being taken advantage of, but you got to understand that, you know, a lot of these situations are just crimes of opportunity for these women to take advantage of men who have money and status. They've been doing that shit as long as we've been buying prostitutes. So I mean, it's one half of it's one half of the yin. It's the other half. It's the yang. You know what I'm saying? They had a way of taking advantage of us, and we've had as men in the past situations where we take advantage of women.
I mean, Phil, to piggyback what you were saying, look at the situations that's been happening lately. Look at Deshaun Watson. He went from 1 female to 400 females within a week. Okay, so I'm not saying
they all came out once he said he wanted to be fucking traded. When he said he wanted to leave Houston, Texas, is when all this shit came out. Say it right, baby.
But okay, but still, okay.
He wasn't disagreeing. He was adding on.
No, I wasn't.
Right. You know what I'm saying? Those same females, those same females, right? Those same females that accused him this year, use the same females that was around the year before. So what changed? You see what I'm saying?
He was leaving, and he wasn't gonna be sending them money no more. That's what happened.
So that's why I said, fellas, we have to take this with a grain of salt. Everybody's so upset that Bill Cosby got out of jail, but I mean, look at my man who killed himself. That man he had a whole compound. I forgot it. What's the dude's name that killed himself?
Jeffrey Epstein. Epstein.
Yeah, he had a whole compound.
I mean, he had powerful people.
And those celebrities that was
silent.
Oprah and them was his friends.
The Obama was his friend.
Yeah, you know.
That's a realization, man. That's a part of the existence we've been in for as long as we've been here, and longer, you know, 100 years before that, and 100 years before that,
and after us too. Phil,
I mean, the bottom line is
who you got backing you can get in and out that shit, but it's to me it's always some unfair shit. I'm just gonna say it. It's just, to me it just feel like
because I mean, listen,
never worried about it, but for all of us ahead of time when we done had somebody that was under the influence, who was the thing that battle? Think about it. He raped us. No, the fuck.
But think about it though, fellas. Memphis, what's that? Memorial Day weekend in Miami. You got everybody on earth down in Miami. If you got money, you got a big boat. You don't think you can get 100 females off GP to come on a boat?
Off GP,
of course.
You know what I'm saying? And it's gonna be all the alcohol you want, all the drugs you need. You know, so. I'm not condoning. Hold on. I'm not condoning rape. I'm not condoning any of that. But as a female, you made the choice to get on that boat, knowing that most of the guys on that boat probably gonna want something in return at some point.
Exactly.
Okay.
Exactly.
So you gotta have. Thank you. That's what I'm saying. So you can't. The next day you can't get off the boat and say, you know what, such and such. We had sex, but I told him no. But you walked on the boat, you walked into his room yourself. You took the drugs.
I like to continue this, man.
All right, y'all. I guess we kind of all agree on that whole topic. Yeah, Bill Cosby, he's still America's dad. Shout out to him. Hopefully, he get a big bag from the Pennsylvania taxpayer. So it was a travesty that he even served 2 years. He should never serve one day. Anyway, y'all, Cornastore Podcast, episode 41. I'm glad that we back into the mix, y'all. See y'all next week, man.
Next week, G. I'll catch up with y'all niggas later.
All right, y'all.
All right,
Peace.
all right, y'all.